Yeah, actually last week he kind of had to improvise and flip the field and ended up getting a 20-yard return. That's just the savviness of Isaiah. I mean, he's a good football player. He's got good instincts. He knows when to make the right cut. I love the kid. He's progressing great, and I look forward to every week to just to see what he's going to do next with the ball in his hand.
Coach, with Brennan missing another kick on Sunday, is it just two bad breaks that he's had throughout the season, or is it something that needs to be fixed?
We're not worried at all about BMAC. He's a great weapon for us, and really, I mean, he's had a really good. The last 6 games, you count the preseason games. Preseason games for a kicker don't change at all. You still got to make kicks. So we're fine with BMAC. He's going to be just fine. I mean, every once in a while, a kicker's going to mismanage wind and conditions, but BMAC's going to be fine. The great thing about last week was he came back and piped a 50-yarder right down the center. So he bounced back from it already. And then they ended up getting the leveraging penalty, which we accepted, and then we ended up getting 7 points out of it. So that was good.
Is he telling you guys to decline it so you get that 50 yards?
Yeah, Mac. Yeah, I mean, he that's the kind of guy he is. He loves that. He's a competitor, and he loves to put himself out there.
With Isaiah's return, his acceleration after he changed direction was eye-popping. Is that kind of the key for a really good punt return?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not just the ability to make the first 1 or 2 guys miss, but then to be able to accelerate out of it and to outrun people, I mean, is awesome. The guy he was originally going to have to outrun if he stayed with the original return is the guy he ended up outrunning to the other side anyway. So he's fun to watch. I think they called him the human joystick in college or something like that, and you can see why.
Yeah, do you feel like you're just waiting for him to pop one?
It's a matter of time. Yep, it's a matter of time. We tell him every week, hey, just stay patient. Your opportunity is going to come. Believe in it, trust it. Our guys love blocking for him because now they know what he's about. They know he's tough, he's courageous, he's going to catch it, he's going to take shots on goal, and we're just patient. Things will happen for us. We keep working hard.
Is Cody still your kickoff returner this week?
Yeah. Cody will be the returner out of the gate.
What's your philosophy on balls that kick off that go into the end zone? Like when to take it out and the advantage of just taking a knee and taking it at the 25?
Yeah.
I would assume if you take it out, the concept is going to get past the 25-yard line.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. You want to get past the 25-yard line. If you take it out, it's because it's either not deeper than whatever your parameters are, not deeper than 5 yards, say, and it's a lower hang time kick. I mean, our guys have to have an idea of how much hang time the kickoff has, because then that's going to determine where the kickoff team is with respect to when you catch it. So there's a bit of a formula behind it, no question. The one Cody brought out last week, we were fine with that. I mean, he was 6 deep, so a lot of times he may lose the concept of a yard or 2, forward or backwards. But the one he brought out, we were fine with that, and we thought, we trusted our game plan last week, and even though we were playing a really good special teams unit, but I think we got some good guys too. So
the old-fashioned thing on punts, you put your feet on the 10-yard line, it goes over your head. You don't
yeah.
touch it. Is that still the case, or is that?
Not really. I think that's changed a lot in recent years. I think returners have become a lot more aggressive because punters have become a lot better, and they've become a lot. With the end-over-end kick, those guys can pin you down there the majority of the time now. So on punt return, you have to be more aggressive and not make it as easy for them and let them just drop it in the bucket like that. So you got to make them cover.
I would think as a special teams coach, you want guys to make the smart plays and not force it. But like I'm watching the game last night, and the Rams put the Niners just right back in the game on a special teams play.
Exactly.
You can just let the ball go or just catch it or just don't worry about it. Do you ever feel guys just press too hard?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no question, which is why I mentioned earlier with Isaiah, you got to have patience, and you got to wait for that opportunity to strike, and you can't get greedy. We always say, don't get greedy, and so that definitely happens. And there's also, you got to learn how to play ahead too. When you're in the lead. When you're in a lead on special teams, you don't want to do anything that's going to allow them to get back in the game. On the contrary, when you're behind, you're going to tend to be a little more aggressive. So it's just picking and choosing your moments and making sure you're you're making educated decisions.
Is it hard to educate young guys on that?
It is, and it's a constant process, because most of them come out of college not understanding hardly anything about situational football, really. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of coaches we don't get it, all the situations either. I mean, there's so many things that can happen in the course of a game, and you got to be on top of it, which is why the analytics piece of it is so important. And we have a guy named Mitch Tanny who does analytics for us. He's awesome. He's on it. He keeps us on point. So lot behind it, definitely.
How important is confidence in the returner? Like when Devin Hester is back there back in the day, or Tyreek Hill, do the guys want to block extra hard because they think he can go?
There's no question, right? What I mentioned earlier with the guys, they have confidence in Isaiah, and they know that all they have to do is sustain their block and keep their hands on their guy, and there's a chance that he can bust one. There's no question. That's awesome. I mean, I remember doing that with Desmond Howard, for example. I was fortunate enough to be able to play on his team and it was so much fun, because you knew that any time he had a chance to take one to the house, and you would feel this streak running by you as you're blocking. That's an awesome feeling, and I want our guys to feel that, and I think they do now. They know, so it gets me fired up.
Camp, you talked about guys buying into special teams. Do you feel like that part of it is where you want it to be right now?
I do, yeah, no question. There was a good special teams culture here when I got here. I mean, those guys, they've been bought in. They've always played really, really hard on teams. So I don't question that at all. In fact, I mean, it just keeps compounding and growing, and I love it. The guys are into it. Yeah.
How much does a kicker's range change going from Denver to another city like Buffalo?
Yeah, well, there is the factor. I mean, playing at Mile High is a dream for most kickers. They say it's from anywhere from like 5 to 7 yards as far as distance. Hang time is obviously a factor for the punters as well. They love it. And going back to what you said, sir, about buying in special teams wise, we got starters on defense who play on special teams as well, like Bradley Roby. I mean, he's one of the best corners, I think, in the NFL, and we have the good fortune of using him on our punt return team. Justin Simmons, our starting safety, he gives us a couple phases. We're so fortunate to have guys like that'll roll up their sleeves and do the blue collar work on teams for us as well.
Akeem's got to be one of the
Akeem
best.
too, yeah, Akeem too. Akeem is on our field goal block team, and he's our deep returner on kickoff return after a safety. I mean, you don't see that everywhere. Bless you. That's a testament to the culture here. We love that.
But it's also, I mean, them doing it because they have to, because coaches want them to or tell them to, versus them really saying, hey, I want to take ownership of this.
I'll tell you, in our case, they have come to me. Darian Stewart came to me, said, I want to play kickoff. Right? Bradley Roby, he knows he's one of the best corners out there. I mean, playing against the gunner. He loves that stuff. Akeem, he wants to try to block kicks off the edge, and he wants to return the ball on KO after safety. So I love that about those guys. I mean, that's a testament to the franchise and the winning attitude here. The guys want to be involved. I love it. We're fortunate.
First row test was what do you love about playing in someone else's house?
Oh, I love the adversity. I love the crowd, having to battle the crowd noise, and then when they get quiet, when you make a big play on teams or whatever, and then it's quiet. You can hear a pin drop. That's the best feeling in the world. Just the whole adversity piece of it. Going into a hostile environment. Buffalo, I mean, they have a great fan base and great tradition, and so it's always a heavyweight fight when you go in there into their house. So we love that.